There comes a day when you realize your life changes the moment your thoughts do. A person's greatness begins with their mindset. If you think small, you stay small. But when you believe in yourself, everything changes. Great thinkers like APJ Abdul Kalam, Ratan Tata, and Oprah Winfrey proved one truth. You become what you believe you are. But if that's true, why do so many people still struggle? Do they not dream enough? Or do they simply fail to see their own potential? Let's understand through a story. Once, at a crowded railway station, lived a poor beggar. Every day he survived by asking passengers for coins as they hurried to catch their trains. One afternoon, he noticed a well-dressed man walking across the platform, confident and calm. The beggar thought, he must be rich. Maybe he'll give me a good amount. So he approached him and said, "Sir, please help me." The man stopped and asked, "Do you always just take from others? Have you ever tried giving something?" The beggar was shocked. "I'm just a poor man," he said. "I have nothing to give." The gentleman smiled and replied, "If you believe you have nothing to give, you'll never truly receive. I'm a businessman. I believe in exchange. If you offer something of value, I'll give you something in return. But if you have nothing to give, I cannot help you either." Then he boarded his train and left. That night, the beggar couldn't sleep. He kept hearing those words, "If you want to receive, you must first give." The next morning, as he sat near the platform, he noticed some wildflowers blooming near the tracks. Their bright colors caught his eye. And suddenly, he thought, what if I give these flowers to people who give me coins? He plucked a few, returned to his spot, and whenever someone handed him money, he smiled and offered a flower. To his surprise, people loved it. Some smiled, others thanked him. Soon, more passengers began to stop and give him coins, but only when he had flowers. That's when he understood. People don't just give for pity, they give when they receive something meaningful in return. A few days later, he saw the same businessman again. He ran up and said, "Sir, today I have something to give. If you give me money, I'll give you flowers in return." The man smiled, gave him some cash, and said, "You've learned the real secret of success. You're not a beggar anymore. You're a businessman." Months later, at that same station, two well-dressed men met and shook hands. One of them looked puzzled. "Wait, have we met before?" The other smiled. "Yes, once you refused to give me money. Then you bought flowers from me. Today, I own a flower business, and it all started with what you told me." The businessman was amazed. "I only said a few words," he replied, "but you turned them into action." The flower seller said, "You taught me that we only receive when we give, and that changed everything." Your life is shaped by how you see yourself. If you believe you can't, you won't. But if you decide that you can, life will slowly start proving you right. Don't wait for the world to change. Start by changing how you think, because when your thoughts rise, your life does too. If this story inspired you, give it a like, share it with someone who needs hope, and tell us in the comments, what did you learn today?